So that's why I'm doing this. Goodness. All right. There we go. This thing is so dusty. I have not been taking care of it like I should. And okay. There we go. Hello, one person. Alrighty. Now we get to find out how horribly out of tune this is after who knows how much time has been spent not playing it. All right, I put a chord chart up around here somewhere. Where did it go? There we go. Alrighty. Easier, isn't it? Okay. Oh, I should have thought on here. So I will get the E string tuned, and then I will be able to turn the rest of the guitar to itself. I hope it works. It's a band tuner, not a guitar tuner, but it has a guitar setting. So we'll just see it if it goes as suspected. It is very flat. There we go. And now the fun thing about guitar is if your E string is where you want it, you do not actually need to use a tuner for the rest of the strings. Some people do, but you can also stick your hand on the, is that the 5th fret? Yeah, the 5th fret down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then those should sound the same. So when you're holding down a string on the 5th fret, it should sound the same as the string underneath it. Hi, Gray. I don't know what I'm doing. I was like, I feel like playing guitar, but I also don't feel like doing it alone. And Steven is playing video games in the other room, so. I do not have great internal tuning. I am not great at tuning by ear. I do my best, but it is not one of my many skills as a musician. I've known how to tune a guitar though since I was I 9 or 10? My dad plays a little bit of guitar. Plays a little guitar, and when we were kids, he got my brother one of those like toy guitars, where it's like a small guitar for like kids to learn on. And one of the benefits of that guitar was this is steel strings, but nylon strings are a little easier on the fingers, especially if you're a beginner. And one of the benefits of those kid guitars, they have nylon strings, so it's a little easier to learn. So I learned the basic chords, which will not sound good right now, and I will not try to play them until I finish tuning. But the basic chords, how to tune, all that kind of stuff. So I kind of have gone on and off with guitar over the last decade or so. But I've always known at least a little bit, and I go through phases of like trying to get back into it. According to this tuner here, everything except for the E string is a little sharper than it needs to be. But also using an air tuner is not as good as a vibration tuner, which I think I have a vibration tuner lying around somewhere, but I don't feel like digging it out. So we're just gonna go with this one. This string is. Wow. That's horrendously bad. And we overcorrected. Hardcore. I'm very out of practice. Very, very out of practice. Also, my nails are a weird medium state right now, and as suspected, a few of the nail care kit and fix that. Apparently, my connection was unstable there for a second. Who knows what that looked like to you? But, all right. This one is too long. You know, I should probably also dust this stand. Where'd my duster go? Where's my duster? There we go. Nice and clean. Not covered in dust because I left you in the home office for all of quarantine. What are you talking about? It's totally fine and definitely a thing that gets used. All right. So this nail is too long. And it's not even that it's too long, it's just too long combo. And I'd rather not start this off with any more of a handicap than I already have. One of those being my primary instrument is an instrument where your hands are working together in a more synchronous way than they do when you play guitar or piano. Guitar and piano is a little trickier for me than, say, clarinet or trumpet or any of my other secondary instruments, because the using your hands separately, either on piano where every finger is a different note, or on guitar where your left hand and your right hand are doing different things but also working together in a different way. For clarinet or saxophone or because those are much more similar to flute, which is my primary. They are basically just different executions of the same idea. So I am a lot better at those. Although I cannot play over the break on clarinet. You can probably play clarinet better than I can, Gray, because I cannot play over the break. And I don't know why. It's not like I have a finger size problem like some of my kiddos do. Hi, Viz. I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, right now I'm filing my fingernails because they're a little bit too long to play on the fretboard comfortably. So we are filing those bad boys down. Should I file my ring finger? I think my ring finger's fine. And then my thumb is fine. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, now the real crux of the matter, every time, oh my goodness gracious, every time I try to get back into guitar, I have to rediscover a chord sheet that will work for me. Because that's the other problem with guitar. My brain does not jive with the chord sheets of it. I know it's a little out of tune. I can't find my vibration tuner anywhere, and I'm not great at ear tuning, and this thing is wildly unreliable. Wind instruments that I use it for. Also, this keeps changing. It's just, she needs a little TLC. Am I hitting on the right one here? I was not. I was like, why is the pitch not changing? Hitting the wrong fret would do that to you. There we go. That's a little better. What is this? Problem number 3? I don't know where my picks are. They are gone. I also don't know where my case is. My case got lost, I think, when I moved up here like 3 years ago. Oh, my connection is unstable again. How fun. Please wait while we try to reconnect. Am I back? Am I reconnected? Apparently, it's not just my Among Us that refuses to ping. It's literally everything. But yeah, I don't know where my case is. My picks were in my case, and now I don't know where my case is. And the case that we have in our closet, I'm pretty sure is my brother-in-law's. So all of my picks are gone. So normally I would just use my thumbnail, but this thumbnail is very short right now. So it's not like I'm a good strummer anyway, so it's fine. I was not good at strumming and playing chords at the same time. I'm hoping that has changed now that I'm older, but who knows? Who knows at all anymore? Certainly not me. All right, so I mean, these are chords right here on this one that I already know, but it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go through those. So there's your G. G was the first chord that I learned. I don't know why my dad started us on G. I mean, I do, because it's like one of the quintessential chords, but you'd think he would have started us on A. And then I don't remember. I always get E major mixed up because there was a song that I knew, and if I can remember how it goes, I'll play it. But there was a song that I knew that used E minor a lot, so I knew E minor a lot better than E major. I also forget which finger is what. So this is normal, like 1, 2, 3, 4 situation. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There's your A, there's your D. So that means they want, and is this all on the first fret? See, I'm so bad at reading chord charts. They are awful. Hang on. Hang on. If I just go off muscle memory and don't, A minor. So for E major, they probably want, is it this? I don't, that chart is not making it clear what fret I'm supposed to be in. I suppose I could use the other chords to figure it out. So that's A minor. Because the song that I know went E minor, A minor, E minor, D, E minor. But you're not actually supposed to play E minor like this. With major is like this, or that doesn't sound right. So it must be this finger that's up here. Well, no, it doesn't track though. What is going on with this chord? Okay, hang on. This is G. 2, 1, 3. Okay, so those are the frets. All right, so vertical lines are strings, which we knew. So the horizontal lines are the frets, which means it is first fret E string. That doesn't sound right. G, no, not G string. There we go. I don't know why I was putting my first finger on the G, on the E string, on the E major chord. Can you tell it's been a really long time since I've played? There we go. So then okay, so let's go through that again. We've got our A, D, E, G, C. And if chords, you can play any song. Just about. At least every campfire song. And then I also, off the top of my head, also do know E minor and A minor. Hang on a second. That's C. Where did A minor go? I had A minor 2 seconds ago, and now I've lost it. All right, where's a bigger chord chart? I gotta find A minor again. I lost it. A minor. There's one. Oh, that is tiny. Why is that so tiny? I don't like how tiny that is. Oh, goodness gracious. Boop, boop, boop. Why is it so small? Like, oh, that made it smaller. Why did that make it smaller? Google, what the heck? This looked nothing like the picture. I'm glad it doesn't because it's easier to read the picture was, but good lord. Alrighty. Also, hello. There's more people here who weren't here before. Hello. Where did A minor go? There it is. All right. There we go. Mostly because I learned it in the context of that song, which is called David's Dance. And in that song, I don't know how well you can see my fingers because I'm kind of holding them out of frame. But basically, you're supposed to play E minor with these 2 strings. And the names of the strings are escaping me all of a sudden. But these 2 strings, and both in this fret. And you're supposed to do it with your middle finger and your ring finger, 2 and 3, like this. E major has you put first finger down on the G string, which is the 4th string fret. So here. So that's E major. And then E minor, you're supposed to just lift that finger. But my problem is I learned a song where you go from E minor to A minor. And it is a lot easier to do that if your first finger is here and your second finger is here. Because then switching to A is really easy. Because A minor is this string and this string with your second and third finger. And then this string in the first fret. So you're supposed to go like this. But when I was a kid, I would just do this. Which means I am very bad at playing E minor in any song that is not this song. And if I try to play this song with the correct E minor, it just doesn't work. Or at least it doesn't very well. Let's see if I can do it better this time. Take my own advice that I give to the kids. Therapy tempo. That's the other thing. Going from E minor to C is harder if you're doing it the real way instead of the fake way. If you do it my way, you have to move every finger. I'm also very bad at D. Like, I always get to it in a way that's okay, but it never in a way that sounds very good. Also, sorry if it's still out of tune. I don't know who all heard before, but I am not a great tuner by ear. Yeah, if it works, it works. That is my entire philosophy. It's like, on this one, try number or letter like X number of notes. And I just tell them, I'm like, if you gotta write it. Just do it. I don't care. Like, do. Is it ideal if you can read music without writing the letters over the top of it? Yes. But is it necessary to do so? Not really. Not unless you're a professional sight reader, but like, who's a professional sight reader? So it's fine. And some kids like to write letters and some like to write the number of the fingers that they have to put down. And I'm just like, whatever works. It does, like, the rules are stupid. The rules are there so that you know how it should be done. But if you can do it just as good in a way that works for you, why would that not be enough? It should be enough. And music snobs can die by my sword. Yeah. I have a tuner on my phone that I tuned with, but it is not a guitar. I say all that stuff. That being said, on my primary instrument, I do things the correct way and I can sight read well and all that jazz. But on every other instrument that is not my primary, I'm just like, if I have to cheat to get there, I will get there. I do think it's valuable to learn at least what the correct way should be. But if it's a way that isn't working for you, I also think there should be no shame in adapting. You know, there are adaptations and modifications made in every other subject for learning disabilities and different learning needs. Music should be the exact same way, and good music teachers will do that. Yeah, exactly. Even music theory is just a guideline on what things should sound like, and then every year a new composer comes along and says, but what if I broke all the rules and still made it sound good? What then? So let's see if I can do this faster now. So the verse is not that bad, but what's bad is the chorus, switching from that E minor to the C, then back to E. Okay, I'm getting there. When the Spirit of the Lord moves. Oh, I moved it again. There we go. I also cannot strum and sing at the same time. Fun fact about me, you'll notice when I'm playing it just by myself, I can strum, but then the moment I have to actually start singing along, I'm just do downbeat strums. I don't know why that is. My brain just does not jive with it. All right, if I'm going to try and sing, I might as well just do it a cheap way. The Spirit of the Lord moves in my heart. I will dance like David danced. When the Spirit of the Lord moves in my heart, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance, I will dance like David danced. Yeah, see, what happened there is I tried to strum at the same time as singing, and then that didn't work. But if you just do, when the Spirit of the Lord moves in my heart, I will dance like David danced. In my heart, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance, I will dance like David danced. I will dance, I will dance, I will dance like David danced. Yeah. I dad taught me that song, and I do not remember who wrote it or how it works. It's one of those church campfire songs, I think. He used to play guitar as a camp counselor, like at church camp. So a lot of the songs that he taught me are like church camp songs. But I always really liked that one because most of the church camp songs you're gonna get are G, D, G, D, C, D, G. But that one was fun because it had chords in it. I really love minor chords. And Viz, I know you do too, because every song you write, you put this really funky sounding minor chord in there, and I'm just like, yeah. So minor chords are where it's at. That's where all the fun happens. Thanks for coming, Gray.
That guitar needs new strings.
I know.
It hurts my soul. I'll try to pick some up the next time I'm nearby. Or if you're
you know what? No, we don't need. Oh, you know what? I was gonna say we don't need to. I have new ones, but they were in my case that I lost. Also, you know why I really need a new one? Why I need new strings? This one down here. Can you see that? It's a freaking stabbing hazard. There. Do you see? Do you see the little filament sticking up? Right here. It's the end of the string. It's the end of the string. It's poking. Did I mention this is a steel string guitar? It will stab me and draw blood. It will not be good. It's so close to where your hand is. I just pretend it's not there and hope that I don't die.
You should ask Mom if there's anywhere in town we can get guitar strings.
Yeah.
Because we used to just get them at J&L, but then J&L shut down.
Yeah. I could get some from Buckeye Brass. I'm sure they have some.
But Buckeye Brass is so far away.
Plain City's not that far away.
It's so far
It's like 15
away.
minutes from my job.
So far away.
I wonder if I can get my guy to just bring me some. Give me like, hey, I know you already brought back the repaired saxophone, but can you just bring me just guitar strings, just delivery service for your products now? I'm sure he'd appreciate that. I'm sure he doesn't have better things to do servicing the entire
Fading away.
county area's schools.
Fly siblings.
Oh gosh, see, I don't even know how to restring anything. Because that's the other thing too. I did not learn any guitar in music school. You'd think I would have, but I did not. I learned piano and all the woodwind instruments, all the brass instruments, and the orchestral string instruments, but no guitar because my major did not require it. You would think music ed would require it, but honestly, it's a 5-year major already, and sticking in a semester of guitar would just make it worse. So
I have a theory, and that theory is because Olivet was a Christian campus, they knew that all the worship people would be playing guitar.
Yeah, all the worship ministry majors already knew how to play guitar.
And nobody wanted to put up with guitar freaks for longer than they had to.
Nobody wanted to put up with the guitar professor for longer than they had to.
Oh yeah, Prof. Franken is...
He's a fantastic guitar player, but I had him for 20th century music, and
he is
Good
an
Lord.
instructor.
He's an instructor, not a teacher. I'm sure for the actual guitar students, he's wonderful, but he could not teach a classroom class to save his life. Oh my word. Some schools require pipe organ. Mine did not. It offered it, but we did not require it. If I had gone to my second choice school, I would have had to take organ lessons.
Well, having a worship thing at all just means that there's going to be more guitar player guys.
Yeah.
So there's already like 9 guys in the quad playing Hey There Delilah, like out of sync every other day. And it's like, it's the freshman experience.
It really. Do you? You wouldn't. You weren't there at the Purple and Gold days. Some kid brought his guitar to Purple and Gold days.
There was definitely one of those at the Purple and Gold day that I went to.
You too?
There's always
I
one.
remember maybe it was orientation. Maybe it was.
There's
'cause
always one. There's that high school kid who's a baritone who
'cause here's
thinks he's
the
Frank
thing.
Sinatra.
I remember Bethany being there, but Bethany was there for orientation and Purple and Gold days because we went to the same Purple and Gold days. But one of the girls I'm remembering being there, I don't know if we went to the same Purple and Gold days. She was my neighbor freshman year. And we like hung around this guy in the quad who was playing worship songs on his guitar. Every college campus has guitar kids on their quad, but guys, if you go to a Christian college, it's worse because it's guitar players in the quad playing contemporary worship music.
Well, the contemporary worship music is why they all have guitars to begin with. So like
Yeah.
the guitars per capita are just so
But
much
also,
higher.
what I said before about camp songs, if you know G, D, and C, you can play every camp song. You can also play every worship song that doesn't have a minor chord in it.
Hurt my soul.
Excuse you.
It's not you, it's the strings. It's the decrepit strings that they've done their job, probably. Time to die.
Probably. Because you're right, because I didn't get them restringed all through college, and then I moved up here and I was going to get it restringed and never did.
If you've had those on for 4 years, those are gonna snap.
I've had these on for as long as I've had this guitar. Man.
That's like.
What are you talking about,
Then
Aspen?
get that sucker restringed. You're gonna cut yourself. Sad.
Don't be sad. Oh, how many notes do I remember? Here's the other thing, too. When I was best at guitar, by some metric, was when I was student teaching because we taught a guitar class, but we didn't teach chords. We taught notes. So like I learned how to like, I don't even remember them. Are they on that shelf? I have a packet somewhere. I kept the guitar pack that we used for the 7th graders because I was like, hey, this is a beginning packet. I can hang on to it for when I want to play guitar.
Did you ever take
I
any
called
lessons?
you by your name before.
Did you ever take lessons besides flute in high school?
No, my dad taught me some guitar.
See, I took piano.
Piano lessons? Wow, I wonder why that is.
Wow.
Who in your family could have influenced such a path?
Who?
Guess whose mom is a piano teacher?
But I took piano lessons from her for a long time. And then for a while, back when youth worship team was like the bee's knees, I took guitar for a little while. And then I stopped taking guitar because I learned I would never be as cool as my brother, and I was okay with that.
I mean, you're right.
Like he's one of the coolest cats I've ever met, and he plays guitar like something. But I took guitar lessons for a little while, and then I stopped taking guitar lessons. Partly because I was bored, and partly because I decided to differentiate myself from Curtis.
Yeah.
Who is apparently also differentiating himself from Curtis because he's calling himself Joseph now. And I'm like,
Since when?
all of his coworkers call him Joseph. So he answers to Joseph and Curtis at the same time.
His wife does not call him Joseph.
It just throws me off. Because he'll take a work call and they're saying, "Hey Joseph, how's it going?" And I'm like, "That's our dad."
That's your dad's name.
That's weird.
You go by your middle name.
Sir, I would like you to fire my brother if you call him that again.
All right, so moving from A to E is being interesting. my D's always sound bad. I've resigned myself to it. Hello again, old finger sores that haven't been used in a long time. Because that's the thing, that's what you can also use if G, C, and D are not your speed, you can also use A, D, and E. Either way, you're stuck with D though, which is unfortunate because it's not so weird now, but D is one of the hardest chords, I think, for beginners. Oh, jeez. What we did do with the kids a lot was we did one-fingered chords. So, like, we would do... You can do one-fingered C by just putting your finger down on this fret and only playing the top 3 strings. That is technically a C chord right there. You're missing the rest of it. That E string does not want to be my friend. But if you're teaching a kid, just boom. I don't remember what the other ones were. Probably maybe we would have done A to E. E, B, D, B. Oh gosh, you actually E, B, D, B, or D, B, E, B, whichever one you want to say, could actually be a chord progression if you put B major chords in between the D. E, B, D, B. But I don't know how to play B on guitar. Maybe we should learn, or maybe we shouldn't, because I'm looking at it and it looks like one of those stupid things where you have to hold like 2 strings with 1 finger, and those chords should all be shot. I can't play F, and that is the reason why. Pretty much. That looks illegal. Okay, as always, I have to take a chord that I know how to play and then figure out how I'm supposed to read the fret chart. So this is bad because the fingers aren't labeled on this one. Are you supposed to just intuit that? I am not spatially minded. That's the other reason I'm not good at guitar, is I am not spatially minded, and there's so much geometry involved. So, all right, so I'm not in the first fret at all. So there's a finger that's on the E string, and are you supposed to, that doesn't make sense. Okay, wait. Are you supposed to, that doesn't make any sense. Someone needs to show me this with their actual hands or with a better designed chord chart, because this chord chart does not explain it well enough. All right, let's just open a new tab and Google. This is a totally legit use of my guitar, I promise. There. See, freaking just put numbers on the dots and that explains so much already. Goodness gracious. All right. So the E. What? That doesn't help, actually. I'm very confused. I hate fret charts. I hate chord charts. They're the worst. I need some different way to figure out how to play chords on a guitar because it just doesn't track for me. Like at all. None, like every time I see a new one, I'm like, oh, maybe this one I'll understand, but I don't. I'm not even understanding the one of the picture. The one that a person's hand on the board, and it is still one that a person's hand on the board, and it is still not helping. Also, I think they're doing a div because they're way down here, and that is not what the chord chart says. Which is fine. They can do a different octave if they want, I guess, but like, why? And then you got to do with this, and this is what I'm like sure. This is what my flute student who has a hard time holding the flute right now feels like. Every time I'm like, move your hand this way, and she's like, ah. This is how she feels, I'm sure, when I try to show her how to hold it properly, because none of this makes sense. And my hand just refuses to do it. Key on the very, very right of the flute. Which key is that? Oh, get out. Get out. No, I don't want your emails. Yes, thank you. Alternate versions. Who needs bar chords anyway? I think that's part of my problem. I think normal B major is a bar chord, and bar chords, like I said, can burn in hell. All right. Index finger on the 2nd fret, E string. Middle finger on the wait. Or that is not. How are you supposed to? That hands don't work like that. What the heck? Excuse you. Excuse you, sir. Hands don't work like that. That's not what a B major chord sounds like. Night Viz. See you later. I don't remember. Oh, a 3-note chord? Yeah, please. Just give me the 3-note version. 5-note versions are for good guitar players. Oh, wait. Did they mean the bottom E string, not the top E string? That doesn't make sense either. I don't know. All right, 8th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's very far down on the G. This doesn't make sense either. There! It's a chord! I don't think I'm using the fingers that it's telling me to use, but the fingers that it's telling me to use aren't making any sense. Now let's watch me go from D all the way down here to that. So yeah, I'm probably going to find some curriculum to use. I don't know. Every time I try to use one of those curriculums, I just find them really annoying and I never stick with them because they're really frustrating. They'll either like not be teaching what I want them to teach, or they'll start with stuff that I know that's super, super asinine, but no way to skip ahead to find the stuff that I don't know yet. So I probably would be better off, honestly, just finding a bunch of songs that use the basic chords. And then using that, if I build up some calluses with the stuff that I already know how to do, then it would be better and more approachable to learn new stuff. I'm probably not going to spend a ton of money at first until I like get to like a level that I'm more comfortable with, but I will write that name down because I'm always down for good resources. Just scribble that down real quick. Guitar. Oh gosh, I wonder, okay, this is if curriculum has any like guitar stuff. That would be hilarious if it does. QUA. Seriously, do you not have it saved? Flavor's Marvelous World. Probably gonna go to bed here in the next like 15 minutes or so, but it is a weekend and I don't have to get up early tomorrow. Yay. Let's see. The handy thing about being a music teacher is I can find lessons for 4th grade guitars, 7th grade. Oh, 4th grade lesson.